Whoa, so a ransomware gang hijacks a university's alert system to issue threats. Let's check it out. What's up, guys? It's Josh back with another video, and I have some more cyber news. And today I want to talk about a ransomware gang that went after a university's alert system. And if you guys don't know what that is, that's essentially a system that a lot of places have started to put into place in case of emergencies. So let's say it's a bad storm, let's say it's which this has been happening a lot lately, but a school shooting or something like that. This is basically one of those systems that'll send out alerts to everyone on campus, basically letting them know to shelter in place or something to that effect, and push out information to everybody on the campus. So let's hop over to the article so we can check this out. Alright, so this article is on Bleeping Computer, and of course I always have the link down in the description of the video, but it basically says ransomware gang hijacks university alert system to issue threats. And this was released on May 4th, 2023, a couple days ago, and it was written by Bill Tullis. So shout out to you for putting out this information. I'm gonna try to share it out to as many people as I can via my channel. So shout out to you or whatever for putting all this information together so it can be shared out. Now it says the Avos Ransomware gang hijacked Bluefield University emergency broadcast system, RAM alerts. Yeah, and that's what I meant by those alerts that'll go out. It basically sends students and staff SMS texts as well as email alerts that their data was stolen and would soon be released. So that's actually what they sent right there. They sent basically saying that their data was going to be stolen and will be released soon, but they used that emergency broadcast system. So they have all the staff and all the students information as far as phone numbers, names and all that stuff, because I'm sure when people register for school, they have to put their information in this RAM system that allows the university to send out these emergency broadcasts if something happens. Now it says Bluefield University is a small private university in Bluefield, Virginia, with roughly 900 students. On April 30th, so this is when it actually happened, the university disclosed to students and staff that they had suffered a cyber attack that had impacted the IT systems, causing all examinations to be postponed. Yeah, that was another thing. That was crazy. Because it's the end of school year. It's close to the end of school year, so they strategically probably did this during this time period because they know school is about to end, exams, all that stuff. So the school or the university is motivated to try to fix this and most likely have to pay them in order to get things rolling back with the university. Now it says at the time the university claimed that the investigation had found no evidence of any cases of financial fraud or identity theft linked to this incident. Now it says faculty and students can safely use and access MyBU, Canvas, and library resources through the university website, explained Bluefield University. However, the incident took a nasty turn on May 1st with the Avos group or Avos Locker threat actors still having access to the university's RAM alert system, an emergency alert system used to warn students and staff via email and text of campus emergencies or threats. As first reported by WVVA, the ransomware gang used the RAM system to send both SMS email alerts warning that personal information has been stolen or personal data was stolen and would be released if Bluefield did not pay a ransom demand. And that's essentially how it works. A ransomware works. I know you guys that are here understand that. Ransomware is basically they take control of the data, and then in order to not release it, they want some money. Now it says, hello students. So this is a quote from the actual thing that they sent, or the message that they sent out. Now it says, hello students of Bluefield University, we're Avos Locker Ransomware. We hacked the university network to exfiltrate 1.2 terabytes of files. So yeah, that's crazy right there. They got a whole bunch of data. Now it says, read one of the alerts to students and staff. We have admissions data from thousands of students. Your personal information is at risk to be leaked on the dark web blog. So yeah, they're threatening. That's typical with these ransomware type attacks. They threaten to leak it, and if you don't want it leaked, then you need to pay this. Now it says, do not allow the university to lie about the severity of the attack. As proof, we leaked sample Monday, May 1st. So they did leak some proof. Just basically, I'm sure not all the information was released. It was just, some way of them proving that they have the data. Now it says, additional alerts share links and instructions on accessing the ransomware gang's data leak site to see further messages about the attack and any leaked data. Now, here is the link right here. As you can see, they sent the link out, and obviously they got it covered up so people don't visit it. But basically, you have to access it via the Tor browser. They give them instructions on how to access it in order to get to the site, and that's where the proof. But as you can see, this is a screenshot of everything they sent out via that alert system. So that's crazy. Now it says, the final message delivered through the hijacked RAM alert system urged recipients to share the information with news outlets and threatened to publish all stolen data if the university did not pay. And that's another way of them getting the university kind of pay, is basically if it's put out, the information is put out, more people talking about it, then pressure will be applied on the university to pay. You know what I'm saying? So more information, or the more people that know about it, it'll really put the pressure on. Now it says, later that day, the ransomware gang released a limited amount of stolen data, including W-2 tax forms for the university president and a document related to their insurance policy. Now that sucks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these schools, they're really behind, they're underfunded, and they don't take security, or they don't put that at the top of the list of things that they need to invest in. So a lot of times things like this happen to government agencies, like state, local, state, and government areas, as well as like universities. They're kind of always behind in a little bit in a lot of cases when it comes to security. For whatever reason, they're always behind. Now it says, the use of emergency alert systems is likely meant to prevent the university's administration from downplaying the impact of the cyber attack or claiming that no data had been stolen, essentially increasing the extortion pressure on the educational institution. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying about more people knowing about this, because a lot of times companies, universities in this case, they try to downplay it. But yeah, by them trying to send it out to everybody, or send it out to all the students, the students are going to share this, you know what I'm saying? Which is, I'm assuming, how all this information got out. That'll really put the pressure on them, you know what I'm saying? Now it says, Bluefield University published an update on the cyber attack, informing students and staff that remediations and system restoration of efforts are still underway, and they still haven't found any evidence of abuse of student data. Now it says, however, the Educational Institute admitted that their emergency alert system had been hacked and urged people contacted by the cyber criminals not to click on any of the links or respond to their messages. So hey, if they're doing some investigation and they haven't found any information, then it may not be the case. They may be just saying that they have this information, but you don't know unless you go look at the data that may have been put out there as a sample of the information that they gathered. So I'm sure some security researchers are out there, checking this out for themselves, or seeing if this information is really legit, or if this ransomware attack is really legit. But currently, Bluefield University is saying they don't know, or they haven't found any evidence. Now it says, ransomware groups have used multiple methods to raise the heat on their victims with double and triple extortion, including calling their partners, emailing their customers, emailing their competitors, or setting up data leak portals with search features. And it says the hijack of an emergency alert system appears to be a novel extortion method. While it could be an opportunist case, and that's what I meant by that, they may just be they got into the alert system and they really don't have access to the data. They're just threatening and saying that they have that data. Try to get the university to pay. Now it says it shows the length to which ransomware actors go to amplify their blackmail. Now, that was an interesting article. Like I said, they go after schools. I think I've said this in the past. A lot of these ransomware groups, they go after, kind of soft targets. And a lot of times these universities don't have the best security in place to protect the data of their students, their staff, and all that good stuff. So you really need to be aware of this. And the reason I do these videos is just to show you guys that may be interested in getting into cybersecurity, of the issues that a lot of companies deal with, as well as universities, organizations, all that stuff have to deal with when it comes to these ransomware attacks. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new here. I definitely appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And of course, keep it techie.